Welcome back to Off the Record, friends.
Let's go.
I am Brandon Major here alongside
I got Pastor Rob here.
Pastor Rob's on
Let's
the
go.
screen.
Come
Let's
on.
go, somebody.
We also have Pastor Ed
Pastor
joining us
is joining
from-
us via photo.
via photo.
He is joining us. Pastor Rob, it's your debut.
It is.
How you
I'm
feeling?
happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually so excited and I'm really anticipating this goes so well that it might just never come back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We love you, Pastor Ed. I'm pumped for today. It's gonna be a good time.
It's going to be a fun time. So excited you guys are joining us. Off the Record is here for another opportunity for you to just connect, hang out, for us to have some fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk some church leadership. We'll talk current events. And we're just going to dive into what's going on this week.
Yeah.
But Pastor Rob, it is great to have you here. How's your week been?
It has been good. So much more busy than I expected.
Yeah.
It kind of ramped up out of nowhere, which is not a bad thing. It's
Yeah.
not like off the rails, like, oh my gosh, I got so much going on.
Yeah.
But a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of things that I'm anticipating great things with. And so I'm excited. I'm sermon prepping today.
Hey,
ready
come
for your
on.
new series.
Oh, what's the series? Tease it.
It's groundwork.
Groundwork. What's it about?
Groundwork. It's about surrendering to God.
I love it.
But we're using the parable of the sower. So
Nice.
parable of the sower,
Nice.
talking about the different soils. It's gonna be great.
Come on. That's
Yeah.
great. Rob, you sent me a picture 2 days ago, I believe, of you. Mind you, where we're at, Pittsburgh, it's been, I don't know, 9 degrees, 11 degrees, 12 degrees. And I get this picture from Rob of you completing an inside car wash in your garage.
I did.
Talk to us about what prompted you. Is your garage heated?
It is not. Well, it's not like heated like you would think it's heated, but yes, I had a
Approximately-
space heater in
Give
there.
us approximate temperature.
It's probably like 48 degrees, 50 degrees
No,
in
it's
there.
40 some degrees.
Yeah, high humidity because
What-
there's waters going. It's just a mess.
What prompts you to say, oh yeah, 40 degree, instead of just going through a car wash, I'm going to get my hose out and scrub my car in my garage?
How much time do we have?
Plenty of time. Go
How much time do we have? No, like seriously, car washes, we don't do them. Car washes, you know why? Because all that stuff is on those brushes. They're going to mess up your paint. They're going to just screw up the whole entire car.
Okay.
And I care for my
Okay.
car.
You
What
do.
I've learned from my dad, it's like, hey, if you're going to spend all the money on this, take care of it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so I do not do
Shout out, Dad.
Shout out, Dad.
Rob's
I
dad.
do not
Hey, my
do
dad.
automatic car washes whatsoever.
Interesting.
And so I had so much salt, and it's been sitting on there for what? It's like 2 weeks, 3
Long
weeks.
time.
It's been so cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I busted out
Wow.
I have a
Wow.
pressure washer. Like I have a car detailing cart.
No.
Yes.
That's wild.
And yes, pressure
Wow.
wash. It was so much mist all over the place. Everything
Yeah.
got a little damp. It's okay though. 'Cause there's no salt in that car.
No, I drove up today, and it is
Just shining.
pristine.
Yes.
It is
Come
a
on.
flawless work of art that you
Amen.
did.
Amen.
So well done. I'll bring my car over later. But it has been so cool. Producer Ian, you with us?
Yeah.
Have you ever done an inside car wash? Oh, your mic. I can't hear you.
Like at a place or
Like at your own
Like
home. You ever
did
heard of
it
this?
yourself?
yeah, but I've done it like in a heated garage. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bold move.
I mean, what do you expect's gonna happen? Like, what do you?
I don't know. It's just cold.
It's not gonna
It's
freeze.
too cold
No, it's a
to be-
partially heated garage.
40 degrees.
The only thing that because my garage is not like huge.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that I'm like worried about at all is
Drywall.
like, no, it's what?
Do you have drywall
You
on
have
it?
I don't know. I don't have drywall in my garage.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
you're good.
So but it's just the stuff in there getting
Okay.
wet, right? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
You have drywall in your garage, Brandon?
this is what I'm saying.
I do. It's
Like-
kind of strange.
You're
I
bougie
think
over
that's
here.
not okay. I thought that was like against code or
Well,
something.
here's the deal. It's in the middle of being converted into a room.
Do you have an epoxy
So,
floor?
No, I don't
Ooh,
even know what that
was-
means.
Okay. All right.
So maybe I do.
So-
It's possible. But Rob, being out in that type of weather,
Yeah.
in that cold, with water in the mix, it's a really great way to catch the sniffles,
Oh.
which I hear you're not too big a fan of. Why don't you let people
Is this
know?
how this is gonna go today?
This is the number one thing. that
Welcome
Rob,
to the podcast, Rob.
Well, this is
the number one thing that Rob gets annoyed with me
Oh
personally about.
my
We share an
gosh.
office, for
Yes.
those who don't know. We are
Yes, we do.
office mates.
Yeah.
And so you're getting a little bit of a glimpse into our day-to-day right here.
Yes.
But why don't you tell the people how
well,
you
outside
feel?
of just blinking Brandon also sniffles a ton.
Yeah, this has just turned into bashing me. We have
No.
Ed's irritated eye thing, my sniffles.
We're just going at each other. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all in good fun. No, I don't know. It came out of nowhere. This is probably something like 6 years. Ian, I'm gonna lose it. It's almost like the two things I could think of that like it comes close to is like a dripping faucet. So it's not just you're just like one time like okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever, cool.
Yeah.
But if it
He's gonna.
but
keep
if it's
doing it.
just like this like dripping thing, like if we're in a meeting and there's just Brandon made.
Yeah.
I just lose my mind
I'm a sniffler.
to the point
I'll admit it.
to the point that I text Brandon sometimes
Well, in some,
and Pastor Leah.
in,
text
I
both
was gonna say.
Pastor Leah and Pastor Brandon. I text them. I'm like, guys, come on now, like blow your nose, do something, change the rhythm up.
You're very kindly and lovingly not calling out your wife, Pastor Leah.
Mhm.
So let me do it for you. Leah, I think you're watching. Leah is also a fellow sniffler,
fellow
and
sniffler.
so we're both in a meeting.
deviated septum crew.
Yeah, and a lot of times we'll be sitting. Okay, me, Rob, Leah,
Oh my-
and so just on either side
and
of
on
them.
Sundays too. Like, I'm just sitting there like, oh my
On
god.
Sundays too. And Rob loses his mind. Sunday he texts us and all he texts Lee and I was a picture of a nose. That's it. And we were like, okay, we get the point.
Yeah, there's something about somebody in mucus. It's just
It's gross. It's
we-
gross.
so we don't want to make people gag on
Yeah.
listening to our
No.
podcast here, but-
Ian, no more. Are you a sniffer, Ian?
He apparently is now.
Oh, this is
Oh
quality.
my
This
gosh.
is what you guys keep
This
coming
is-
back for.
this
Right
is-
here.
This is
why
as well
we do.
You should make them pay for this.
We should.
That's
We're gonna
cool.
put up a paywall. This is the bonus at the end. Rob, I don't know. Have you watched us every week?
I think I missed 1 week.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
I definitely was in last
Wow.
week. I was in the
Uh-huh.
comment section. Hey, hit the chat up.
Yeah.
And then probably I missed the week before that.
Okay.
But I was every other one I've been on.
So what I want to get your opinion on,
Okay.
because you watched last week.
Yeah.
We did our Winter Olympic draft,
Mhm.
and I feel pretty confident that I was the winner. But you also probably follow us on social media, and
I
so you saw maybe the results. Tell the people what happened. So Ed and I did a draft.
Well, let
just
me-
Ed and Brandon. Okay.
Let me
Only
speak
ones.
to the picks first. Let me
Okay.
speak to the
Okay,
picks
okay.
first.
Yeah.
In general.
Yep.
So Ed came out like curling and hockey are like they needed to be top.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited that they were the first two.
Yep.
First
Yep.
top two picks
Yep.
because like
But which one's better?
it's hockey.
It has to
It
be.
has to be
It has
hockey.
to
Now
be.
here's the
It's
thing.
obvious.
Yeah.
It has to be hockey. So if I were to be like, okay, between the two drafts, I would have to say it is Brandon objectively.
Come on,
But
somebody.
here's the thing. Ed has
Love you, Ed.
Ed has a great lineup. Curling is
He does.
by far
Yep.
it's in the top two for me for winter.
100%.
It is.
Yep.
But where Ed went wrong is luge. I would think I would have a
The
like
luge
there would
does
be a
it again.
closer like decision to make if luge wasn't on there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
luge really just it really hurt him. If he would have did he have a chance to take biathlon?
He did.
If he would have taken that and then skiing, it would have been been closer.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would have been a lot closer.
Yeah. So
he's
you're
probably upset at me for saying that because I was advocating for curling in the comments
yeah.
because I'm like it has to go top, like
Yeah.
one of the top.
Yeah. And then he
And-
took it.
And then he took it, which
He's
I was
probably
really
mad at
excited
you.
about.
Yeah.
But then you said hockey, and then he dropped the ball with luge. That was the
Rob,
downfall.
He might not let you back on here again, which might mean that we need to start our own podcast called On the Record.
On the record,
That can include
we're
Rob.
gonna have intern Emma and
Yeah.
Ian on the staff as well.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you for that. But okay,
Oh,
so
wait,
you're objectively saying that I won, which I appreciate, and I think the fans would agree. Drop it in the comments if you believe that to be true. Yes, hockey. Thank you, Leah. Well, Leah's in the chat. Marion's in the chat. Linda's in the chat. Gabrielle's in the chat. Who else is here? Zach Thomas. Say,
I gotta pull that up.
drop a comment if you're in the chat. But the our online friends voted on a poll. So again, reminder: I did a draft and I took my picks. Ed did a draft and he took his. And then the social team, Emma, Ian, they put out there and said who won the draft. Ed, Brandon, and they put Ian's name on there too. And Ian, what were the results? What were the percentages? Do you
I
remember?
was like 50%.
This
He
is
won.
so bad.
He won.
Something like that. I'd have to look up a screenshot, but Brandon definitively won when you removed my percentage points.
Okay.
It makes me really concerned.
The people love. I'm not concerned. I love it. The people love Ian. The people. Look, Ed and I could never show up to another podcast. Rob could never walk in this door again, and the people would be like, it's fine. We got Ian.
My concern is that people voted and they didn't watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like, oh, we're just gonna pick Ian for the sake of picking Ian.
He's
Not
a hit.
even.
It's because they know that I have the best picks. So they just went, oh, I didn't watch
Emma.
this week's episode. Pick Ian. Probably was the right pick.
Emma, you don't have to support Ian just because you're sitting there with them. Okay, it's fine. That is really funny. So, social team, we love you, but you should pick me more. Is the moral of the story?
Come on.
All right.
Except for today.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
you're gonna-
Rob and I.
'Cause
Oh,
it's
we
gonna
gotta
be a showdown.
Oh, dude, we have so much to get to.
It's
We've got a
showdown.
great draft at the end, so we got to move fast, which means it is time for Sunday Rewind. Sunday Rewind.
They rewind.
I love these graphics so much. They're
They're
so funny.
So
So at church on Sunday, we had Kingdom Builders Sunday.
Mhm.
Rob, tell people what is Kingdom Builders.
Kingdom Builders. So Kingdom Builders is this it's this fund and it's this objective that we have to just pour out every resource out of our church to reach missionaries, other
Yeah.
organizations within not only just Pittsburgh but all around the world.
Yeah.
And so it is above and beyond. So we have
Yeah.
our normal giving here at Amplify, and so like that does like operations, ministries,
Yeah.
all the things. And then Kingdom Builders is this additional fund that every single dollar that comes
Yeah.
in goes out, and
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful thing because we have all of these partners that we have
Mm.
lined up, ready to go for 2026. And so as we anticipate what's going to come in this year, it's just such a blessing knowing that it's all going to be going out. It's super exciting.
Yeah, Kingdom, and last year was our first year doing
first
Kingdom
year.
Builders. A lot of questions around like, how's this gonna work?
Mhm.
Like, are people gonna buy into this? And man, I of course I don't know, I forget the actual number,
Yeah.
but it was like well over $200,000
Yeah.
that people gave to this fund that we could give out, and that's all of the church coming together. So if you gave to that last year, like,
Yeah.
thank you so much. We got to see our missions giving, like we got to expand our missions efforts
Yeah.
because of your generosity. And God's doing cool things all around the world. So I loved it so much. It was also Baptism Sunday.
Come on.
How many baptisms? Or did you have something more?
No.
Okay.
We had 21.
21.
baptisms.
Come on.
And it was Baptism Sunday is by far one of my favorite Sundays.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
just so powerful to watch people make that public declaration of following Christ, and like
Yeah.
just all the stories. And we got to record testimonies afterwards too,
Yeah,
which was
yeah.
so cool to hear people
Yep.
talking through like their walk with God. And
Yeah.
there's nothing quite like. And then it's so cool because next week, and I'm not trying to tease here, but next week we got kids takeover, so it's just like
Yeah,
back to back,
yeah.
like baptism.
Oh, we
Sunday,
should get into
celebrating
that a little bit too.
We can, and then
Yeah.
kids takeover. It's great 2 weekends.
Yeah. Baptism Sunday is so much fun. And I'm going to make a bold statement here.
Do it.
Okay, bold statement. We can cut this if this is too controversial. I would say that you are the resident Amplify professional baptizer on the team that we have. If you watch, Rob, look, I'm a full disclosure here. I have baptized people before, and our tub isn't always the end of it isn't always the furthest back, and I've just smacked their
Oh
head
my
going down. Okay,
Brandon.
I am full disclosure, so I'm not. You watch Rob do it, and it is graceful and smooth, and he's a pro. And I just say, hey, unless someone asks me to, Rob, you got it.
Oh my
How many people did you baptize Sunday?
No, Sunday. Oh my gosh.
Probably-
I would say 18 plus.
Yeah,
There was
18 of those,
definitely
yeah.
a handful.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Leah's a close second because she usually does them with me.
Yes.
But
Can I count you two as a couple? You two.
Sure.
I mean, you are a couple.
can I count?
You're married.
Can I count the married couple
as
as a couple? Yes.
No, you two together are a dynamic duo. That's what I mean. Yeah, you're not. Yep.
You want to know? This is a crazy stat. This might be the thing interesting thing about it. So the most people I baptized in one
Oh, boy.
service.
Can I guess?
Guess.
I don't know this.
Guess like
Oh man.
trying to get
'Cause
within
Rob,
5.
It's a lot.
oh,
I know that.
oh,
I know probably what he's referencing.
I'm saying 98.
Ooh, you went over.
I did.
You
Okay,
went over
okay.
it. It was
70?
83.
83.
Okay.
83 baptisms.
Which the number one question I get in the church world, people coming up to me all the time, is, man, baptism Sundays, man, don't Rob's arms get tired? The people want to know, Rob, how are those arms feeling?
Well, the thing is when, oh my gosh, when people go into water, they get lighter.
What?
When you're in water, you're lighter.
For real?
Yeah, like they're not as heavy as they would be out of water. Why do you think people float?
Well, then what is water weight?
That's what, oh my gosh, Brandon, are we serious?
I don't know how to react.
How do I?
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Emma's already working on clipping this.
Yes, we got to clip.
So bad.
Brandon, water weight is like the water that's within your body.
Oh, right. No,
Like, so
no.
if you drank
okay.
a but
it's coming back to me. I got that. Okay, but you got all their clothes getting fully saturated.
Okay.
That's adding weight.
Yeah. But I mean, there's two people. Here's what I will say that's challenging. Is when people don't keep their feet down.
Oh, yeah.
So like there's like, you sit on that little seat, the little edge, and then your feet are on the floor. What some people do is they don't keep their feet down. And when you take them back, their feet go up out of the water. And then when you're trying to bring them back, it just doesn't happen. And so then that's when you have to you're basically picking them out of the water at that point.
Yeah. Rob, you're so good at baptizing. I think I might want to get rebaptized by Pastor Rob. Tune in next week. I'm kidding.
I don't know. We got
crazy.
Let me see what Pastor Ed says about that.
That's right. No, it was really great, and you do a great job. Hey, what are the two? Just because some people, I thought about this. Right, we have people get down into the tub. You're standing beside them, and we'll ask them a couple questions before we baptize them. And I have people who've asked me before, "Hey, what are you talking to them about when they're in there? What are the couple questions that you'll ask somebody whenever they sit down?"
Yeah, are Steelers your favorite football team? What's your favorite Olympic sport?
Yep.
Yeah. It just drafts. We just get info from them because we want to make sure we know what our community is thinking.
That's so crazy.
No, it's is Jesus, do you believe Jesus is your Lord and Savior?
Yeah.
Because one, you shouldn't be getting baptized if you do not believe that and you have not been saved. And so that's obvious question number one.
Yeah. You ever have someone say no?
No.
I haven't either.
There's been times where people say it so quietly that like if you see ever, this is inside off the record. If you see somebody lean in, like me or Leah or anybody lean in to like basically put our ear up against their face, it's because they're just not saying it loud enough. And I'm like, you need to say this. Like, I'm not baptizing you unless I know
say it.
And it's not ritualistic. I just want to know, because if you're like no, or you're too shy to say it, I want to talk to you about it.
What would you do if someone said no? They're in the tub, camera's on, everyone's watching.
I would take them out.
You say, cut the camera.
I would just take them out. Seriously.
Yeah.
I know that's uncomfy, but I would. And then, do you believe that Jesus died and rose again, defeating death and sin in the grave?
Yeah. Amen. And what I will say, Terry, who's our care pastor, does a phenomenal job. And so whenever people sign up to be baptized, Terry will reach out to them, connect with them. So she's kind of pre-vetting all of this, but it's possible.
And like we have the informational sessions too. So a lot of them go to
classes people can come to. But if somebody were to just walk down and get in, maybe hasn't gone to those, that's where that could be a thing. Yeah. But Terry's phenomenal, and she runs that like no one's business.
And how about the logistics of baptisms?
Come
this
on.
Sunday? It was so good. We made some adjustments. I know the team, I didn't, but the team made some adjustments.
Prayer team, good work.
It was on on point.
Yeah.
It was great.
Beautiful Sunday. Sunday. Thank you to everyone who made that possible. It takes a whole big team and crew to pull that off. So we appreciate that. So answer the question, do your arms ever get tired? Not really. You're fine. Okay. No. All right. Because of water weight. We figured it out. This Sunday was great. The word also that Ed preached with Kingdom Builders was really awesome, which is going to lead us to our Monday morning takeaway.
Come on.
I love that
one.
So
good.
They're all so quality. Ian does it again.
So good.
So Pastor Ed, he preached Kingdom Builder Sunday, which is the initiative you just talked about, which was super, super fun and really great. He talked about the tithe, and then he talked about generosity beyond that, free will offering, Cain and Abel, all of these things. What was your takeaway? Rob, how much do you get? No, I'm kidding.
What is the exact percentage? Show me your 2025 statement right now.
I want
Ian,
your
pull it up. You
W2.
got it.
That's crazy. Actually, wait, I'm so sorry. Funny story. I told you this. I realized I really need to set up my tithe automated. I've always liked doing it every month because I
still do it manually.
Yeah.
I think there's
there's
benefit to it.
Well, what do you think? Why is that? What's the benefit? Setting it up is great, but why do you do it?
Because it still creates intentionality around it. Like it's not just like a bill that just automatically gets sent out, right?
Yeah.
And the intentionality around it too is that I am like, oh, I know it's payday. I'm going in there manually and doing it before I do anything else, like pay off other things or spend it. And so it keeps me in touch of why I'm doing it.
Yeah. I agree with that. But 2025, I told you this.
Oh my God.
So December rolls around, busy month, right? And I go, and it's like the 26th of December, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to send in our tithe. And so I log into PNC, and I send it, and I just click through the buttons. And then I get our giving statement for 2025, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
You like came for my life.
I did.
At first.
Because he sent
You're
it
like,
to me.
this is wrong. This is so wrong. I'm like, what? I'm like, I can't even see that information. Like, I can't even, like, that's not, I'm not privy.
It was my guilty conscience because my tithe didn't come out until January 2nd. So I feel like
processing time.
I feel like I stole in 2025. And I've been feeling really bad about it.
I'm just short.
I know. 2 days. So, but yes, kingdom. I don't know how we went on the bunny trail.
Anyways.
Oh, about generosity giving. So Pastor Ed's message.
Yeah.
Speaking about the tithe. Let me ask you this. Because he basically said, look, the tithe is not a mandate. It's not a requirement. Like, to be saved, you have to give 10%. Or that the New Testament even says, hey, this is a thing that must be done, right? Like all the other things that Jesus teaches. He's saying that, okay, this isn't some mandate. Do you think he went too soft on the tithe?
If it was already set in Ed's mind that I'm not going to be on the podcast, this might tip to discuss.
Boy,
no, it's not that big of a hot take. I think Ed's approach is necessary, and the reason why I think it's necessary is because of how it's been taught in history, and what the Word says.
Yeah.
I think there is this rather than feeling like it's a legal requirement or like you absolutely need to do this or you're not in right standing with God it's flawed. But I do think that it is something that is necessary from the perspective of like you're growing with Christ and you're like walking in your sanctification. I think it is a part of that journey of discipleship. It's definitely a part of that, and it should be a part of everyone's journey in that. But do I think it's like, oh my gosh, if it's not before taxes or after taxes or exactly 10% or anything, like that's the legalism. I don't think that's at play here. So I don't necessarily think he went too soft, but I think it might be a little bit more quote unquote softer than what maybe other people would preach the same point.
Yeah.
But I think it's necessary given what has kind of always been taught of like, it needs to be 10%. Don't do anything else unless it's 10%. But I do think like in my case, it is important for me that it's at least 10% and it's the first of the first fruits. Yeah. Just due to, making sure my heart's in check and making sure that I'm doing the things for the right reasons. And so, I think it's a journey to get there. It's not like a legal requirement.
Yeah. I would agree with that. The the thing I like about the way that he presented it is I think you're right. A lot of people can get real legalistic about it. Yeah. And I think whenever you encounter, and you can speak to this preaching too, whenever you encounter an issue like that and you're preaching on it, I think it's good to really try to swing the pendulum back the other way. And so it's kind of like, okay, if we've been so legalistic, yes, it's still a really good thing and a good starting point. And I would say it's biblical, right? To say, I'm going to tithe first tenth, first fruit, all of those things. But you almost got to place this overemphasis on, but this doesn't make you who you are, and you've got to kind of drive that point home. Have you ever found that to be the case when you're preaching?
Yeah,
you preach often at youth.
Yeah, 2 to 3 times a month. Yeah, maybe sometimes in rare occasions the whole month. Yeah, I think it's interesting because I mean Jesus taught that way all the time. It was hyperbolic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was always to the extreme because people, you know, in the time were very legalistic.
Yeah, if your hand causes you to sin,
Yeah,
cut it off.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Gouge your eye out. You know,
Yeah.
it's he taught that way a lot, and I think sometimes for people to actually like lock in and pay attention, sometimes you have to take it to the it's not that you're twisting the words or anything like that, but what you're doing is you're just making it very clear.
Yeah.
And
good.
take it a little bit to a greater extreme so that it actually people can hold on to it and attach it to something. Because if it's just, you know, middle of the road, you're not really stirring anything up.
Yeah.
It can just be in one ear out the other.
Yeah. Something I know that you're really good at is budgeting. Can you talk a little bit? I didn't put this in the show notes, so just wing it here.
Winging it.
Pull up your butt. No, I'm kidding. Can you just speak a little bit to planning to be generous? That's one of the things that Ed talked about. How like you're not going to fall into generosity, right? You have to plan to be generous. What does that look like? How do you do that?
Yeah, for me, it consists of a couple things. So I use Every Dollar. That's the app I use.
Shout out Dave.
Shout out Dave.
Not a sponsor.
Not a
yet.
sponsor. But hey, if you're listening to this and you're a part of Amplify Church, you can get a free premium subscription if you go into our app and
come on.
So it's like your transactions automatically get added, so you don't have to like manually type them in, which is awesome. So do it. I actually just renewed mine this morning.
Hey,
come
on.
Come on. And no, but what I do is about a week or two in advance of a month, I go in and look at the next month and say, okay, here's my expenses that are always happening, right? Those are in there. But we have like 2 or 3 lines that are strictly around giving. So one is the tithe, right? So that's in there. That's always going to be in there. It's not going to change. And then there is a separate one that is just, you know, extra giving. And sometimes that gets built. It's like a fund. Yeah. So sometimes it gets used, sometimes it doesn't. And it's just like, it's almost like a savings account.
I like that.
But it's specific to that. I also use another app. I'm not going to like share what it exactly is, but it basically, it's like a savings account, but you can break it down on the app into different sections. So it's like, it's one savings account, but then you can separate the money in the way that you want. Oh. And so what we do is hey, we have a separate account. It keeps getting funded. And then as we see God leading us to give, we have that resource. Yeah. And if that's just something that you're intentionally planning the month in advance, when something comes up in your month that you're maybe not expecting, you're ready to go. Yeah. As opposed to like, oh my gosh, now I have to like change my whole budget for February now because I didn't expect this to happen. Now I can't give. It's like, no, it's in there. It's embedded. Yeah. You're good to go.
Yeah. What a great answer. The wisdom of Rob.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I love budgeting. If you need help, seriously, if you need help budgeting, I'm down. Like, I'll just sit down and talk through it. I love it.
All right, let me book you. The wisdom. Do you have gray hair yet?
No.
You should with how wise. But you do have the best man bun known to mankind.
Oh, my God.
Come on, somebody.
It's like it's been called a beacon. It's been called a beacon before. I that's not my own words, but they're just like, oh, like when you see the man bun, you know Rob's here. Things are happening. It's like
my brother-in-law was
crazy.
That's how people find me. Literally, if I have my hair down, people are like, "Oh, where was Rob at?"
My brother-in-law was at the airport one time, and he texted me and he said, "Hey, I think Rob is here because I saw a man bun." And I was like, "I think other people have a man bun, but it might be him."
Funny. There's literally been so many, and sometimes I feed into it, sometimes I don't. There is a lot of conversations around the uproar that would happen if I ever cut my hair.
Oh, I'm team shave it.
Really? Are you actually?
Yeah, I will buzz it for you.
Live on the pod.
Live on the pod.
Oh my gosh.
Could be
We're
big.
only doing that if that would like fund something. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But
we can make that happen.
We'll make it happen.
But in all honesty, I feel like
Who's
the
in the
culture
chat?
of Amplify Church would change.
Zach Thomas said he'd give you $100 to shave. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Sorry, Zach. I'm just teasing.
No, it's honestly, I don't know. It would take a lot for me to cut my hair.
I mean, that's fair. It's a key part of who you are, which what did it say? No. It's a key part of who you are at this point, the man bun, which actually leads me into the next thing I want to do with you to discover more of who Rob is. Let's go to the hot seat.
The hot seat.
The little flame.
The crackling of the wood.
I love it. Who is Pastor Rob? So I'm just going to kind of ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
I want you to answer the first one. Who's your favorite coworker other than your wife?
Dude, that is a crazy. Oh my god.
Who do you share an office with 8 hours a day?
I'll answer that question. Is Pastor Brandon Major? Come on.
I like how you answered that one,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not the other one.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Rob, for those who may not know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Maybe talk to us a little bit about your faith journey, your testimony. I'll just open up the floor. Tell people about yourself.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a big question.
It's a
I'm
big
giving you a
question.
big chunk of time here, so take it.
Well, you can interject as it goes.
Okay,
Because
cool.
it could get crazy. But no, about me. I wasn't a church kid. I didn't grow up in church. We didn't have a church family. It was basically like I would maybe go to church just Christmas and Easter when I was maybe like 8 and under. But
Yeah.
after that, it was just like we just never went.
Mm.
And so my exposure to church really was up and down. Like there's sometimes I went to a Catholic church with a friend or with a girlfriend. I like coming out of high school and into college.
Lee, don't listen to that.
Yeah,
part.
don't listen to that.
He said girlfriend.
Yeah, she knows everything. She knows all this.
Got it.
And so and then I had a little bit in the military, which is something we could talk about in a minute, but
Yeah,
it got some
yeah.
exposure to, because I was like, on Sundays, there's nowhere to go. You're either stay in the barracks or you go to church. So I was just like, I'm going to church.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of exposure there, but nothing ever really stuck. I would probably classify myself from like my whole life, basically till like 27, 28
Yeah.
as agnostic. Like I believe there was a higher power, but I didn't no name to it.
Yeah,
Didn't know
yeah.
who Jesus was.
Hmm.
And so I like walked that life. So my whole life, basically up until I was like 28 years old,
Yeah.
which was about 2018,
Hmm.
I just didn't know who God was. I lived the ways of the world. And a lot of my life was defined around like, what can I make of myself? It was around like control. I have control of this, and what can I make of myself? But also, I always saw this theme of serving people. It was always embedded in everything I did. So
Yeah.
I went for my undergrad in criminal justice.
Wow.
Ironically, at a Christian university.
Basically youthman. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Went criminal justice, got that, and then I tried to become a cop. And there was a couple times where, but I couldn't pay. I had to get a job soon,
Yeah.
right? Because of student loans, all this stuff. And so I tried to get a job, never really worked out. It really ended up being God closing doors because there's multiple jobs I probably should have had.
Yeah.
And so I went into the financial sector with no real reason. It was just like, hey, it's a job, consistent job, brings in money. And then through that, I was like, I just started working. Like, hey, I feel like I've under-delivered on what I could possibly do, and so it was always this chip on my shoulder. Like, I got to do more. I got to do more. I got to do more.
Interesting.
So I just like worked my way up corporate ladder. Ended up getting my MBA at PNC. Well, I got a PNC. I worked at PNC. Went to Point Park. Got my MBA.
Yeah.
This is my mid-20s, and it was just constantly like this struggle of like I need to prove myself to people and whatever that was, or even to myself. Like, you have so much more to give. And so I tried to become a cop. That was a way of like, I was trying to serve people. It didn't work out. And then I joined the military when I graduated my undergrad. And so I was in the Army National Guard. So there's some active time, some reserve time. And that was a 6-year period. And so during that time period, I was also working too, like at PNC at times. And so I was like trying to serve people. And it was always something that was just never really encapsulated in my time. So fast forward, found Amplify in 2017. I went first time in 2017 downtown.
Yeah.
And then it really didn't stick.
When you say you found,
Like,
what brought you?
Yeah, a couple of friends invited me, and I think my heart was softened to going to church because I was like, okay, my life needs some adjustment.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brokenness. How can I adjust to my life? And so I was like, oh, I'm open to it. Like, I'm gonna go. Let's just check it out. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I checked it out and enjoyed it, but it didn't stick. And I didn't give my life to Christ. And so there's probably a few more months that just turned into chaos.
Yeah.
I actually had part of the reason why I went to church is I got married. And that marriage lasted about a year and it fell into brokenness, which, by the way, I'm totally open to sharing with anybody who wants to know more about that. And that journey. But just for sake of time, I'm just going to keep moving.
Yeah.
So then came back in February of 2018 downtown and got saved. And I just never left since.
Yeah.
And that part of my testimony is so wild because from that moment, it was pure chaos in my personal life. Like I was still in sin, still battling all these different things. I wasn't, like I was still working through like, okay, this is my faith.
Yeah.
And how does it apply to my life? I had, obviously when you walk through a broken marriage, there's a lot of things going on emotionally, but man, I had joy during all of it.
Wow.
And it was just such a powerful thing of like God showing me like, wow, like if you just stay committed, if you stay faithful, like watch what will happen.
Yeah.
And Spark Notes literally all the way until 2020 for 2 years. Started serving, all these things. God basically jammed the gas pedal down on me.
Yeah.
Because think about it. I became a campus pastor at Amplify Church in 2020.
Wow.
Got saved in early 2018.
That's crazy, man.
And God was just doing this wild work in me. I met Leah, got married to Leah in 2020. God redeemed what marriage is to me. God freed me from porn.
Yeah.
I was partying on weekends, doing things I shouldn't have been doing because I just lived the way of the world for 28 years.
Yeah.
And so it took like a year or two to just like with me committed to him just to start to like change these things and do crazy things in me. But
yeah,
I would say one of the biggest things I would encapsulate as I became a pastor, even while I was a pastor, is God working on what it looks like to release control to him. Because my whole life was like, I can manage this.
Yeah.
Like I can figure this out. And I think that's honestly what so many people in our world struggle with. One of the biggest struggles that they have is how can I release enough control to allow God to work in my life? Because he's there. He hasn't left.
Yeah.
And that was the case my whole entire life. He was always with me. It was just, when did I want to release control? And so it's actually a part of my message going into Thursday, actually, about this. And so one of the things I wrote down was whether something grows is not depends on the conditions of our hearts. And so it's like, what is the condition of my heart? And it took till 2018 for the condition of my heart to be open enough for him to work me. And then once that switch was flipped, it was like, sky's the limit.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
And then you said 2018 to 2020 had a very rapid growth.
Yeah, it was crazy.
In the Lord. Kind of everything changed 180 in your life.
Yeah. 2018 was still full. I would say it was still full of like a lot of sin, and I was working through it.
Yeah.
But basically December 2018, it was like switch flipped, and it was like lost a lot of friends just because of change. Was committed to celibacy, was committed to like getting away from, stop watching porn, away from not drinking, all these things that I knew were like feeding sin and temptation in my life. And it came to the point where I was serving in the college ministry from 2019, beginning of 2019 to 2020. And that's where it was like starting to lead small groups, all kinds of stuff. And God just was like, no, you're called to something greater, which ties back the whole service to people. Because that's what his plan was the whole time. It was just I kept on picking the wrong things. And so whenever that was clear to me that it's like my heart breaks for his people, and my call is to just like lead them and guide them and shepherd them. It was like every puzzle piece just fell right perfectly into place. It was such a beautiful time in 2020.
Yeah.
Who said that before? It was
said no one ever.
No one ever.
It was beautiful.
Hey, I got married that year. I became a pastor that year.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
Yeah.
Which just goes to show Jesus can change anything, right? If there's one thing from your testimony, I think that's what it is, right? Nothing's wasted with him. Nothing's too far gone for him.
Yeah.
When he enters the story, everything changes. Yeah. I think it's really beautiful. Talk to us a little bit. Okay, so that gets us to 2020.
Yeah.
You've given your life to the Lord. You're on fire for him. You're serving. You're doing all these things. At what point did you start to feel like, because out of all the people who I've met and know, like you have one of the greatest shepherd's hearts. Genuinely, I've picked on you a lot in this episode. You are a true shepherd at heart for people. You love pastoring people. At what point did that flip start to switch and you're thinking, maybe the Lord's calling me to pursue ministry and pastoral leadership?
Well, I think it was twofold. One was way before I became a pastor, not way before. It was before I became a pastor.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then the other was while I was a pastor, probably about a year or two into it. The first one was honestly when I started to lead be a main leader in the college ministry. I led a men's small group, men's small group.
Yeah.
And it just like watching those guys grow and seeing them like just their faith be built, but also watching God do crazy works in their life and being a part of it.
Yeah.
Not like, it wasn't the sake of like, every single aspect of what I did was a part of it, but even just like being a part, like even the smallest part of it, like helping someone else lead somebody else to knowing Jesus, and like it just it fueled me, but it was also just such a, like, it was watching heaven meet earth. And I was like, okay, there's something here. Like there's something that has shifted in my heart when I watch like being a part of what God's doing on this earth.
Yeah.
And so we had 45 guys in this small group. I'm talking weekly.
Wow.
We had to like split it. We were like, guys, we got to split this thing.
Yeah.
We got to figure out how to handle this. But it was just such a beautiful time. And then from there, I actually started to step in logistically into what it looks like to lead a ministry in the middle of 2018, which, no, 2018.
Yeah.
Sorry. And it just like showed me like, oh, like there is this like shepherd part of it, but there's also this like, you have to like build something. Like, there's something that has to be built, like teams, structure, and all these logistics that go into it. And like watching the two worlds meet of like, that was my past. Like that was what I like trained, like that's what I was taught, that's what I did at PNC, all these things, watching that world collide with my faith journey it was like, oh, we're it's on.
Yeah. You are,
it's on.
If you know Rob, you're a great shepherd. You are also so good at logistics. It is wild. I'm grateful for that because I'm not. But you are.
We make each other better.
That's right. You're phenomenal at that. Well, thanks for sharing all that. Talk to us a little bit about your time in the military.
Oh my gosh.
What'd you do in the military? How long?
Praise God. Well, 6 years, but some of it was part like reserve. So that means that I'm working as a civilian, and then I'm back and forth between the military. But honestly, praise God, was never deployed, combat area, anything like that. So I never experienced anything like that. But I was a forward observer, and so I was a sergeant.
Of course, I know what that is, but for people who don't.
I'll share. Forward observer. So basically, it is the person who is attached to like infantry units or other squads that tell artillery where to fire or helicopters where to fire. Basically where you drop bombs.
Wow.
And so it was a wild time. It was a wild time. Training was a crazy time. Just dropping artillery shells for fun. Yeah. Just training and things like that. But also it was really awesome because I got to like experience leadership there because something I didn't share in the testimonies, I am one of the most naturally introverted people ever. I swear. But God had like shifted that in my heart and needed me to do something else. And like, so I was the kid who walked down the hallways in high school and like looked at the ground. Wow. Yeah. And so like military was one of those pieces of him building me up in confidence and boldness. And so, it was great, but I had a lot of fun, met a lot of great people. It changed something in my heart. There's times I miss it. There's times I don't at all. But it was a blessing to serve for sure.
That's awesome. Thanks for serving.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Absolutely.
Shout out Rob in the chat. You're awesome. So okay, now here we are, 2026. You've now been a pastor for 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, somewhere in there. And you're currently the next gen pastor, which includes birth, kidsmen, middle school, high school, overseeing all of that. Also on the executive team here at the church. Also wear a bunch of other hats with our database and all of that stuff. So let me ask you this. Whenever it comes to like youth men in particular or any of those areas, like how do you discern, oh man, I'm feeling called to youth men or I'm feeling called to this other area or maybe all at once? Like what does that look like for you?
Yeah, the really basic pastoral thing to say is like constantly be talking to God so you know His voice and He's guiding you in all cases. Too often do we just go people go sprinting to God when they just need something or it's a big time, like, oh, I have a new job, like what's my next step? Like we need to be constantly listening to His voice so that it's easier to discern what's going on. But then there's other times where He trusts you to make a call. But
I love this answer.
He trusts you to make a call that He's like built you up and he's guided you to know like, hey, when you get to that crossroads, you can confidently say, okay, God has led me in this direction. This is the direction I'm going without necessarily hearing move, And so I think that's an important part. But for me personally, two big moments in my life that led to that, led to youth ministry is something that I feel called to. Number one, this is probably like 3-4 years ago. Worship night, wasn't expecting to get wrecked. Essentially, beginning of the service, I just started crying, like immediately crying. I didn't stop to the end.
Wow.
Grown man on the wall, supposed to be leading during the whole thing, just bawling. I couldn't stop crying. People were like, is something wrong with him? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Couldn't stop crying. And what was happening is God was like, it was something like, obviously it's not a 1-for-1, but he was making me see and feel what it looked like, the way that he loves his people. And so what happened was I was looking at every person and I was getting like what it felt like, how God feels for them.
Wow.
Like obviously not 1-for-1, but it was like this heartbreaking moment of like, man, like he loves that person so this much. And I couldn't stop crying.
Yeah.
And so like that was one big moment. It was like constant. And that was while I was a pastor, but I knew at that moment, like it was like a confirmation in addition to like, you're going to guide, shepherd, lead his people because your heart's breaking for them. The second piece for youth was a wild time. I can't get into all the details of it, but the summertime of 2023, I got multiple words around while I was either at conferences, worship things, around leading the next generation.
Yeah.
And leading young people. And it was so specific around certain events that we did and have done. But also it was around creativity and building. And it was all from different people, from different places. It was like wild. And so there was this like, okay, God's telling me something here, but I'm not going to go rush and do something. I don't like, it makes no sense to me at the time. I'm like, I'm leading a campus. Like I'm not going to just drop everything and go do something else. But little did I know, by the time end 2023 happened, I was in a position where it was like, okay, you have a choice to make. Like you're either going to continue to be a pastor or you're going to do something else. And so at that time, I got asked to be the youth pastor here. Yeah. And I was downtown. Like I lived closer to the city. Yeah. I didn't know Plum that well. Like all these things. I'm like high schoolers, like, come on, like what, like this is it. And the second it was told to me, it was peace. It was joy. Wow. It was excitement. It was clarity. And it was like, in that moment I knew, even if it didn't make sense, like where I was going, all that stuff, like what I was going to do for work, because at the time it was part-time, all these things, all these questions, it was like, no, I got to say yes. Wow. It was so clear. Wow. And God has done wild things ever since that moment. Like obviously, and now I'm the next gen pastor leading this community. And I love our high school students. I love our youth community. They mean so much to me. Leaders and the students. I could go on and on about them, but
and you and Leah do a phenomenal job leading them and pastoring them. Like they're so blessed to have you guys. But thanks for giving us that insight into what it looks like to kind of discern that calling. I do have like 3 more. I'm gonna say rapid fire. Okay, rapid questions, because we got our draft. We got a draft that we got to get to. Well, this is not a good rapid fire question. Okay. Give us like the 30-second version of like, what does Pastor Rob's personal walk with the Lord look like? Like his face right now, like on a day-to-day. Talk to us like, how are you in the Word? Are you like, what's your main things? Like, what's your rhythm with your walk with the Lord?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, each week it differs a little bit, but there's some consistent pieces of it. Yeah. One, people say like morning prayer, evening prayer, those are important, and those things happen. But it's actually like the thing that I'm like on right now is like in every little moment. If I'm in the middle of anything, like even for this podcast, we're having fun, we're talking about things, but it was like, God, like lead me. Like there's someone who's going to be listening, who watches this back, like that, what I say can impact them. And so use my voice. Yeah. It's just like finding the little moments to constantly be talking to him so that one, my ears are open to hear him if he wants to talk to me in the middle of the day. Yeah. But also, I am sharing with him like, hey, this is on my heart. And it releases that and it surrenders it throughout the day. Yeah. Get in the Word. I mean, it's tough because like you're studying to sermon prep. And so but then you need to also have this time as a pastor to have separate time. And that time really looks like trying to find a place in the home or outside the home where it's just like, there's not a ton of distractions. Because if you're sitting in front of your computer, all these things. So find that spot, dive into the Word and let him speak to you. Yeah. Really simple stuff. But also, last one, rapid fire, like when you're at dinner or you're talking to somebody, like talk about God. Like, sometimes
I love that.
Just talk about God. Yeah. Just like, hey, if you're like, oh, I don't know what to talk about. Like, hey, Like, what's the Lord doing in your life?
Come on,
And
what a
just let
good
it,
question.
and just let the conversations go.
Yeah, great answer. You mentioned message prepping, which is question 2 for me.
Oh boy,
How long does it take you to prep a message?
it depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Ed and I talked about this, and I'm curious what it is for you.
It depends. I think, like, all of them are important, right?
Yeah.
All of them are important. Everything you're sharing is deeply important. And so sometimes based off my passion for the thing, and sometimes based off of timing and things, it just depends. Like, for example, when I preached for the first time on Sunday in July of 2025, like, I took a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because it was like, hey, this is a unique opportunity. I'm gonna spend
new
more
environment.
get comfortable with it, spend more time on it. But for example, if I'm deeply passionate about like discipleship of the youth students, and I have a whole series around it, my message is gonna be a lot faster.
Yeah,
just because it's flowing out of me. God's doing something unique in it, and it's just like coming.
Yeah.
But then there's other times, there's messages where it's like, it could be about any subject, but it just feels like you're just not. It's not flowing.
Yeah.
And it can bog you down, and you find yourself like 2 days or a day before, and you're like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have what I need? Yeah,
that's me right now for this coming Sunday. So
off the record,
off the record, you didn't hear it, but I relate to that. That's great. Last question I have for you: who's winning the Super Bowl? Super Bowl prediction. We got the thing. We got the LT. As I learned, the lower third. Is it there? There it is. Okay.
Look at that. Come on. Seattle Seahawks.
Oh.
Seattle Seahawks.
Here's my prediction. It's going to be a last-minute drive down the field.
Okay.
Seahawks, they need a touchdown through the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
They throw the ball instead of running it.
Oh, my God.
Interception. Game over.
It's not going to get replayed again.
Patriots win.
Seattle's defense is going to win the game, but their offense is also great.
Yeah.
We all don't want the Patriots to win. But there's something weird about the Patriots.
I don't like the Seahawks,
but
though.
Here's the thing about the Patriots that's just strange is I kind of like Mike Vrabel.
I don't know who that is.
I kind of like Drake May.
Is that their coach?
Yeah, and their quarterback.
Okay.
But like I can't want the Patriots to win. So Patriots are losing. Seahawks, I watch them dominate people all year. Like they're gonna
Are they really that good? I mean, I guess
they're
in the Super Bowl. I'm going Pats.
Are you really? Is that your prediction or is that what you want?
I don't care at all about this Super Bowl. I don't know anything about either of these teams. I know I don't like the Seahawks, just in general. Who's their coach?
Oh my gosh.
I can picture him in my head. I'm just not a huge fan. Nothing against the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Just not a huge fan vibes, you know?
Okay.
And so I got to go with the Patriots, which I know is very anti-Pittsburgh.
You might have just lost the draft because of that.
I might have just lost all the church's respect.
Yeah, no one's no one's
Maybe they'll just deflate the ball again.
Oh my god. Dude, you see they got snubbed? They got snubbed for the Hall of Fame first ballot. Belichick and Kraft.
Yeah.
Both got snubbed because of the cheating stuff.
Man, I guess I get it.
We don't have to get into it.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So we're on opposite ends here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was probably going to take whatever you didn't say just to make it interesting. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
We got
to do this draft.
Yeah. We got one more thing.
Too much preparation has gone into this.
Oh, we've put a lot of work into this.
Yes.
Do we have a thing, Ian? It's time to make our draft. Oh, the weekly draft. The best worship album of all time. Ian, are you in or no?
Yeah, I'll get in on it.
Oh, we got Ian. You know, the of all time is what makes it like really
tricky.
Scary.
Yeah.
Really scary.
Yeah.
But we got this.
We're each gonna take 3. Ian, do we have the wheel? So
yeah, we do have the wheel.
This will be
I forgot about that.
for between Rob and I.
So does Ian never pick first?
No, I forget how we do it, Ian. You can lead this.
I'm content with not being a first pick. That's okay.
All right, Ian, you can go third. So this will determine first.
No, we can spin the wheel.
Okay. Let's spin the wheel.
It'll just be if it says Ed,
it's you.
It's Rob.
Okay. So, don't get confused. Ed is here.
Ed. He's right there. Try it.
All right, let's spin it. It lands on Ed every time, dude. Watch. It's Ed for sure.
We don't have time to respin, but
well, Rob, you get first pick. Now, Ian, you're Ed. Spin it again. I'm still me. Okay,
Wait.
So Rob is going first.
Okay.
You have the wheel. Okay. All right. Ian is Ed. I kind of want the third pick now, so land on Ed. Okay, let's go. Okay. All right, so no. Rob, Ian, me. Okay,
I don't know if I want first round.
Rob,
actually.
you're first.
The thing about this is
good.
there's no it's so hard to pick the definitive number one.
Oh, for sure.
It's like because it's all subjective to some
It's
extent.
an impossible
obviously.
task.
Yes. So I'm gonna take because you get 2 before I even comes back around. So I'm gonna pick something that I think you may pick.
Okay.
Which may or may not be the case. I'm gonna go with
my list has 12 things on it right now. So
I'm gonna go Elevation Maverick City Old Church Basement.
Old
Old Church Basement, baby. Come on. We got Gyro. We got Wait on You. We got Shall Not Want. We got Come Again. We got Names. Let's go. First round pick.
Man, great pick.
Woo!
Stellar work.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Come on. I knew it. Get it off the board.
I thought about that. Literally, Emma and I were talking about this, and I was like, I feel like 90% of these picks are going to be Elevation albums, at least of the last
it's
couple
because
of
of
years.
it's because of Brandon.
So
you got to get the Elevations off the board for Brandon.
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't think I don't know if he'll pick this one. My number 1, I'm going to do When Wind Meets Fire.
Oh,
That's my first pick.
That's a good one.
Sleeper?
I almost went with it.
Because there's a ton of songs on there that I was trying to look at worship albums that I know 90% of the songs on there that have been impactful.
Not just one.
Yeah,
whole...
there's such an assortment of worship music that it's oh, that's a great song, but it's that's not on the same album. That was the conflict I was having. I was oh, these are my top songs, but collection of works, that one I think is
what is on that one?
That's what Yahweh We Love You, another one, Great Is, Another Stone. Oh, You Praise, God Is Not Against Me, Faithful Then, Faithful Now. There's so many. It's
good.
Oh,
that
it's
is
so good.
stacked.
It was gonna be my third if we didn't. No one picked it. But
wait, what was yours?
Old Church Basement.
Okay. And Ian, you were
when Wind Meets Fire. I'm really having a hard time saying that.
it's kind of tricky. When Wind Meets Fire. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'm also gonna lock in my Elevation.
Oh my gosh.
Both of Ian's, yours actually was not on my list. Yours was, Rob.
Mine's gonna get up.
But I'm going Graves in the Gardens.
Oh,
that album.
I forgot about that one.
We got Rattle. We got Graves in the Gardens. We got The Blessing.
Oh,
we got Never Lost.
He picked it because of The Blessing.
Sea of Victory. Come on, somebody.
He's going for a population pick there. He's going for a listener pick there. I know what you're doing.
I don't know. Those songs. I don't know. Those songs haven't been super relevant in a while. I don't know.
I know that's true, but we're talking all time here. Right?
Yeah, all time is fair. I get that. Yeah.
What you got?
Okay.
This is important. The double up is going to be.
the double.
So here's the deal. I definitely have some sleeper picks that I don't think you guys are going to take because they are deep hits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a Maverick City album because I'm pretty sure one of you guys is going to take one of these. I think I'm going to do hold on. I forgot my I think I have to do
there's a timer on this.
Maverick City, You Hold It All Together. It's a quality album.
Which album is that?
I don't know about that one. I don't know about it. It's good. It's good.
Really? That's the one you picked?
Oh my gosh, Brandon. Lock it in. We got to keep moving. We got to
You're back up.
Lock it in.
You're back up.
You can't change that.
It's locked in. It's locked in.
I wasn't going to pick a Mav City album, but I feel like I have to now because
No, that pick is good, but it's just it's not the whole album. There's a couple songs that are really good, but the rest of the
ones that are
like,
good, they're good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I have to.
They're like 40 minutes long too. Okay.
I have to think of the people because there was my second pick was going to be a pick that is my top, but I feel like it's a sleeper pick and people don't even know about it. So I'm going to pick the popular pick.
Oh no.
Mav City Volume 3.
Oh, dude,
which
great
part?
pick.
Which part?
Part 2.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
That is a great pick.
Oh no,
Wally, steal
I had
it from
a feeling
Rob.
that was Rob's next pick, so I'm not gonna lie. There was a little bit of that factored in.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Dude,
great
I was
pick.
gonna be on a run.
Really?
I have the next 2 picks.
You got the next 2?
I was just gonna wipe the ground with you guys. Okay. All right. Hold on. That was my number 2. It's off the board.
None of y'all are.
Yeah, guys. But that I gotta shout out songs on the album that he just picked.
All right.
God of Midnight, dude.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs.
God of Midnight is a crazy song. Oh my lord.
Honestly, even better than that, Isaiah's song. Dude, one of the best worship song. I would probably put in top 5.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding.
Bold statement.
Dude.
Nah, dude, it's not a bold
It's-
statement. That is an accurate
It's
assessment.
wild. But Be Praise is on there.
Oh,
Yahweh. It's such a good
It's stacked.
album. Yeah.
That's a good pick, Ian.
All right. I get 2.
To finish his top
Oh
3.
boy. Should I go there?
He started strong, Ian. Can he keep it going?
I wanted to do part 1. Like that would be my next thing, but I feel like I want to change it up a little bit,
Okay.
All right. I'm struggling now.
Oh boy,
Pressure's on.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Actually, it was probably my 3rd, but I'm gonna bring it up to number 2 just because it's fun. Hillsong United of Dirt and Grace.
Oh.
Which one is that?
Not the
Of
United.
Dirt. It's the live one. So it has like Here
Okay.
Now, Touch
Okay.
the Sky,
Yeah.
Empires.
good
it was in
album.
Israel. They did it
Yeah,
in
that was
Israel.
the one they
That's
shot
a
in
good
Israel.
album.
It's
Yeah.
Scandal of Grace.
Yeah.
Prince
that's
of Peace.
quality.
Great album. And then I'm taking a lot of other things off the board for this one. But I have to have a Maverick City album because
You got to.
the early Maverick City is so good.
Yep.
So I'm spreading it around. I was like, hey, I'm going to pick one of each, right? Like Hillsong, Mav, and Elevation. So, but I'm not going to go to Volume 1. I'm going to, Part 3, Volume 1. I'm going to go Maverick City, just Volume 2. It has
All
Take
right.
Me Back,
Yeah.
Refiner,
When the
Communion.
storm out.
Yes. It's the
Yeah.
one in the library looking room.
Yeah. Good pick.
We'll
That's
take
a good
it.
pick.
That's a good top 3.
But okay, I can't say my notables. You guys got to go first.
Ian.
We'll do notables at the end. We'll do honorable. Everybody gets one honorable mention. How about that?
Okay. We got to move.
Okay, this is this pick. I don't know if it'll be popular, but I'm picking it because I love it. Todd Delaney's Anthems and Glory.
Oh,
That's a good one.
man,
That's a good one.
pull.
It's fantastic.
Good pull.
All right. We get an honorable mention too. All right. Then here, none of y'all were taking this. I am going way back. I believe this is very early 2000s.
He goes Matt Redman.
Michael W. Smith.
Oh my gosh.
A new hallelujah. Let me just give you a listing here real quick
He's
of what we
going.
got.
He's
on
going
here.
after a demographic.
We got Mighty to Save, Shout Unto God, Amazing Grace, My
Okay.
Chains Are Gone,
Yeah.
Majesty.
That
Okay.
is good. That is
It's
good.
just come on, it's the lead.
hold
Ian,
on.
Yeah,
It revolutionized
If you-
the music
pick.
worship industry.
the other caveat, and I'm not trying to make an excuse for me.
Yeah.
This is that I probably didn't have a actual moment with those. Like I wasn't a Christian during it was like 2018 and later. It was pretty much my art. Yeah.
This was basically all
Yeah.
my dad played. All right, honorable mentions.
Wait.
My
okay.
one honorable
Ian's not
mention
mentioned.
would be United We Stand by Hillsong. Great. Take It All
What was
from the
Ian's
inside
third?
out.
Oh
It's great.
man.
Ian,
Wait.
Take it all.
Ian's got to go.
That's a good one.
Doesn't he?
Wait, Ian.
No, I did my third.
You
pick.
did your
I did
third.
3.
Oh, what was
yeah.
your third?
Yeah, it was Todd Delaney.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your honorable mention?
Joe Barnes's The Good Shepherd.
Shepherd. It's on my list.
that's so
That was
good.
that
It's
was
on my
gonna be
list.
my number
That's
2,
a
and then I was like, I bet you
quality-
people don't know that one.
quality
So
pick.
that's
All
a
right.
solid.
I'm not going to go in depth with them, so I'm picking more than one. Hallelujah Here Below. There Is More, Hillsong Worship, and Tent Revival.
That's good.
Oh,
Tent Revival's
Revival.
good.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, let us know. I don't know if we're putting this online, but if we do, let us know who won.
It'll be
Pastor
there.
Rob,
Let's go.
thank you for being here.
It was so much
Let
fun.
them know how much you loved having them in the chat. Fam, we love you. We'll see you back here next week, next Wednesday, 2 o'clock. We'll see you later.